Next week, Bitcoin is going to see a massive move out of this consolidation pattern. I believe the month of June will be a very bullish month for Bitcoin. Today I will prepare you about the next week and what's coming for Bitcoin. So if you like my content, please slap up the like button and let's dive right into the charts. Yesterday I talked about the CME gap for Bitcoin around the 67,500. We can see this CME gap unfolding after Friday close. And I was expecting that we are going to be trading around this level for this weekend. And on the chart we can see this is happening like I just expected. And we can see Bitcoin is trading around this level. And I expect that we're going to see a close of this CME gap at the end of the weekend or in the beginning of Monday. So we can expect a little bit of sideways action for Bitcoin during the weekend. And I don't expect much volatility. But in the next week I expect more volatility coming into the market. Because this huge consolidation pattern on a 4-hour time frame will most likely break out. Because we can see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance. And multiple touch points on the downside as support. And eventually this price is getting squeezed into this apex. And eventually Bitcoin has to choose a side. Either way, we break to the top side or we break to the downside. But I think this pattern will create a lot of volatility for Bitcoin next. So be prepared for this next week. And if you want to trade this pattern, you have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout. Then wait for a retest of the previous resistance to turn it into support. From here, you can enter the market in the long and then you can aim for higher targets. And the same happens if you want to trade the markets on a short. You can wait for a breakout to the downside. Wait for a retest of this previous support to turn it into resistance. From here you enter the market in a short and then you can aim for lower prices. But these are the two scenarios for Bitcoin that can happen in the next week. So be prepared. I think a lot of you guys know this rainbow chart. This is a very popular chart, and as we can see, we are still in this green area, and that means that we are still in the accumulation phase. We are around the all-time highs, but this rainbow chart is still in the accumulation phase, so that is very bullish if you ask me. And in the previous market cycles, we can see Bitcoin was trading in this blue and green area, and after that we shoot up to the red and the orange area. So I expect for Bitcoin that we are going to see that as well in this cycle. And of course, it could take a little bit longer than maybe 12 months. But it's a very good phase to still accumulate, and the sentiment is feels a little bit low. So everyone is running away for the markets, and this is time to be a little bit more greedy. And we can see in the past this cycle is repeating, and of course history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. And if we're going to see levels in this, now let's say this orange line, then we will be trading around the $300,000, and that's insane. But I think it's still going to happen in the next year. And we can see Bitcoin is still in this parabolic uptrend after the bull market lows. We can see this beautiful parabolic uptrend unfolding on the weekly time frame, and also if we look at it on the daily time frame. But we can see we are now retesting this support area of this parabolic uptrend, and what we want to see a next leg up to the top side, of course, and that will be more an explosive move. And after this first big explosive move, we can now see a little bit of consolidation happening, and we want to see the next big move for Bitcoin unfolding, and that will shoot us above the 100k. And if we look at it on the daily time frame, we can also see that this parabolic uptrend is getting respected very beautifully. And we see a lot of touch points happening, and we are currently at this support again. So we don't want to see a break below this level, of course, but we want to see the next leg to the top side, and that will shoot us to new all-time highs, and eventually it will pump us above this 100k target. The fear and greed index I want to discuss with you, and we can see we are now in the greed. We are at 73. And last month we were at neutral at 48, and this week we were under 73 because we didn't see a lot of volatility for Bitcoin, and there was not a lot of price movement. But I think we are still in the greed according to this index. And if we look at this chart, we can see that we are still in a little bit of the lower side of the greed index. And I want to see this quick rise with a lot of light green dots. And it means that we are going to see levels around the 90. I expect that we are going to see it for Bitcoin as well in the coming year. So we can expect maybe a little bit more like a quick rise for Bitcoin. That can be this parabolic uptrend. And then we can see the levels around the 300k. But we can expect a little bit more greed coming into the market in this big beautiful run up, and that will confirm the bull market. If you want to see more content like this, you can just follow me on Twitter, where I post this kind of content on a daily basis, so you can just follow me there on Twitter. I want to have a look at XRP. XRP on the weekly is looking a little bit more bearish because we can see XRP broke out of this big consolidation phase on the weekly time frame, and we can see that we broke below this level, and we are currently retesting previous support as resistance, and I expect a little bit more downside from here for XRP. But if we have a look at the daily time frame, then we can see that XRP is in this consolidation phase on the daily time frame with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and also multiple touch points on the downside as support. And yeah, this price is getting beautifully squeezed into this apex. And yeah, next week we will see a breakout for this pattern. And either way, we break to the top side, retest this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. But yeah, the trend is down, so there are also some chances that we're going to see a breakdown of this pattern and break to the downside. But if this pattern will break to the top side, we will immediately come back into this huge pattern on the weekly time frame. It will pump like this, and then I want to see the big resistance on the top side getting revisited, and that we are going to see a break of this level eventually, and that will be very bullish for XRP, and that will start the big rise to the top again for XRP. And Ripple's CEO Brett Garlinghouse, he was saying that he foresees an XRP, Solana and Cardano ETF. Yeah, that will be very bullish, of course, and it will also bring a lot of new institutional money into the market for XRP, Solana and Cardano. Speaking about Cardano, let's see the chart of Cardano. Cardano is still the sleeping giant in my opinion, and after this big consolidation phase in the daily time frame, with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and also multiple touch points on the downside as support, we can see this pattern broke out some weeks ago, and we can see it beautifully retested this support, previous resistance area as support, and from there we came further back up, and now we are seeing a little bit of downside. So yeah, the support needs to hold to remain bullish, and from there we want to see a more rising price action for Cardano. The breakout target of this consolidation pattern will be the top side of this formation. That will be around the 78 or 80 cents. So that is still a huge gain that we need to make. And from the point of breakout, you can make 83% gain. So that's insane, of course. And yeah, expect for Cardano that we are seeing levels around the $3 again in the next bull market, and we are still around this 45 cents mark. So that will be around a 600% increase. And yeah, in the previous bull market, we saw Cardano rising very rapidly. Cardano is moving very slowly, but they are still making a lot of big improvements in the background. And I expect that Cardano will eventually pump out of nowhere because they will come up with a lot of new updates. Yeah, and that will bring Cardano eventually above this $1 mark we're all waiting for. And eventually, yeah, I expect that we're going to see levels around the $6 in the next bull market for Cardano. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe on your way out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.